get to see you on here, Rich Vos. Oh my gosh, you guys in Facebook land. This guy has been everywhere. He's the legend. He is the pinnacle. He's what we're shooting for. We're shooting for you, Rich. Rich Vos, you guys. Comedy Central, Jim Gaffigan, everything, movies, stand up. What the hell? Rich Vos, talk to me.
Where you are out of? Where are you located?
I live in Las Vegas, Rich. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I moved here because this is a dope city.
And have they opened Las Vegas?
Yes, they did on June 4th, which I think was yesterday. Are you going to come and rock this city?
I'm not getting on a plane for a while, but has entertainment been brought back in Las Vegas or just gambling?
Yes, to a degree. So I'm not hearing the big clubs announcing. So the station casinos in South Point, the ones that are normally for the people that live here, are already fully open, and some comedy is starting back. And of course, little clubs down on Fremont Street are starting. And so yeah, the comedy isn't really alive to the degree that you would need it to be. For me, you know, any old bar will do, but for you, no, not so much.
How long have you been doing comedy?
6 years with a brain injury.
Oh, why? What happened?
I got hit by a drunk driver. And so I was using notes for 5.5 years. And I finally graduated from my long-term relationship with Cliff Notes.
Now, this brain injury, has it, gone down, or do you have to live with it the rest of your life? Like, how does it affect? I mean, it seems like you seem a little crazy to me. So how does it affect you?
Well, I was always nuts. I always saw the world through the comedic eye. And then, you know, the brain injury kind of gives you a stroke where you're like, you get it for free. That's the good news, but you have something inside of you and you don't know how to get it out. And so I was in the bucket of people that did need to be trained.
Is there medication for it? Do you get medication?
No.
None?
I served in the military. Did you?
No, but I don't have it here. No, it's in my safety deposit box. I usually keep my grandfather's dog tag from World War I hanging over my desk, but
Well, thank you for his.
But I was at an age where I kind of missed Vietnam, and then I was too old for everything else. You know.
Yes.
So.
Well, thank you for his service. It's never too old to say thank you.
Yeah, he was in World War I.
No.
Yeah, and the dog tags were round then. They were round.
Really?
Yeah, I have it. I just don't have it here.
Yes.
No, I'm not wearing it.
So I served in the military, so I have a little tiny right brain injury, which means it's hard for me to be organized. So I can't be in the mafia, you know, it rules out the mafia. But I do stupid things like I live in veteran housing and I flooded my veteran apartment. And they thought that since I'm a comic, I did it for attention.
Wait, so you get free housing? Is it free housing or you got to pay? Or, I mean,
I live in the Veterans Villages of Vegas, 6 old apartment units, motels, and it's $700 to $850 a month, and it includes all your food, all your toilet paper during a pandemic and after, free bottled water, entertainment. Sometimes that's me.
Is it in Vegas or Henderson? Where is it?
Right on the strip, right by Charleston and Vegas Boulevard. I'm in Veteran Village number 6, and there's 6 of us, but I'm in Veteran Village 1. So because of my brain, I make little oopsies. So it took me 5.5 years to be on stage to have confidence. Gladys Simon at Comic Strip Live told me to, trust myself, that I'm funny, and roll with the mistakes, make them part of my act.
Do you have to share your apartment, or is it your own apartment? I mean,
I share it with my favorite cockroach. The place comes with cockroaches,
uh,
and I bleach the place out almost every day to get rid of cockroaches, which
well, they're probably
is fun.
impossible.
Yeah, I know I don't share it with anybody. I don't make a good roommate.
Did you ever perform at Dirty at 12:30 for Gabe?
No, I haven't, but I go every Friday to watch the fabulous talent.
Yeah, it's a great show. It's a lot of fun.
You've
Comedy
done that show?
many times, 4 or 5 times. The Comedy Cellar, Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club, Brad Garrett's Comedy Club. I was supposed to be at the Rio at the Cellar in May, but it was canceled, obviously. So eventually I'll be back to Vegas, perform, play some golf.
Can't wait. I'm going to come to your show. You come on my show to be nice to me. I will pay the money to come to your show.
I'll
I'll
get
find
your
people to come with me.
I'll
I'll
get your
bring
free
some
ticket.
veterans. I'll go find some homeless veterans. If you're
That's
not nice to me, I'll bring stinky people.
well, that's what clubs love, homeless people. Uh it's just what they what do you call it? Anyhow, it's hard for me to be funny because I'm exhausted. I couldn't sleep. Then there's a protest in my town. We're going to go down and take a look, see what we can contribute to the protest, and then probably go to Lowe's and buy some home supplies because uh, that's what I do now for the last 3 months. Work on my property because I haven't done comedy in 3 months. And I've been doing it for 36 years, and I can't remember any of it. When you get to be my age, you start to forget. So I have to go listen to a couple of my CDs to remember what I've done for the next time I go on stage.
Absolutely. Well, I can't imagine going through the pandemic as a comedian at your level, because one of your gigs is the equivalent of like 5.5 years of mine
Oh,
or more.
what financially you're saying, or
Mhm.
well, I mean, I've been doing it, like I said, for 36, 37 years, but you know, uh, when you're new, your goal and objective is to get on stage anytime, anywhere you possibly can. It doesn't matter. You can't be picky. You just get up and you practice and work stuff out. You keep writing, and you sit in your veterans hotel, and you write material to pass the time, and you do whatever you can do to get by, and then you try to have more energy than I possibly have when you do a podcast, because
Yes.
I have the energy of a rock right now. If I didn't have to leave, I would go 5 feet to my left and take a nap, but I have too much to do today. uh, and also try to find comics to hang out with and become friends with and network with, and help each other. That's what they do when you're new, and you're young. What are you, in your 20s or 30s?
I'm
uh,
69 years old.
well, you could pass for 20s or 30s. uh, so you know you gotta
Thank you, I
take
guess.
take advantage of your youth. That's what you got to
Yeah.
do.
I only got into comedy when I was 63 years old so that I could be calling myself a baby comic. It sounded good.
Well, I mean, study comedy, watch it, learn it, live it. You got to learn. You got to watch comics from your era. Some of the best comics ever: Bob Newhart, Steve Landisberg, Red Fox, all from back then. Some of the greatest comics, and these new comics don't know who they are. If you go watch Newhart or Steve Landisberg or Gary Shandling, or even way before them, these are some of the funniest people alive. you
Yes.
know, when Pryor started back then, Lenny Bruce, all of them, they opened the door, and they set, paved the way for comics now to do what they do. And I used to love Al. I used to sit and watch Ed Sullivan and watch Alan King on Ed Sullivan, and he was the funniest guy alive. You know,
Yes.
and the Dean Martin roasts were amazing back then. We had a roast I put on. It's on YouTube for free. VosRoast.com, VOS roast.com for free on YouTube, and it's one of the best roasts you'll ever see.
I'm going to go look at it today.
It's free. VosRoast.com.
I'll be sure to. What else can I promote for you? Do you have merchandise you sell that I can buy? No?
And I do. I got tons of it, but I'm not worried about it. That's
No biggie? Do you want any extra traffic anywhere online?
no. Just watch Voss Roast. It's free. I'm giving things away for free during this pandemic. So we have 250,000 views in 2 months. So
Wow.
it's a great roast. I really wish I could talk. I really wish I could talk longer, but I got to go.
You've been so kind to do this, especially when you don't really feel funny. Thank you. It's so nice to see you not be funny. How often do you get to see a comic not be funny?
Well, I mean, I'm not trying. I mean, like when you interview, and if someone interviews an actor, you don't say, "Hey, do a scene." I mean, it's the middle of the day. I have a million things to do. And the last thing was on my mind was to be funny and do a song and dance. I'm just talking and telling you, if you want to do comedy, you do it whenever you can. You keep writing and whatever. And thank you for your service.
Thank you for thanking me, and thank you for your grandfather's service.
It had nothing to do with me, but he was my favorite grandpa out of the two. So, listen, I hate to be an ass and have to run so quick.
No, you're not being an ass. You're amazing, and I love you forever. And I will be coming to your Vegas show, and I'll bring some of my friends. So, wear armor.
All right. Well, maybe you guys should. All right, Voss Roast, and good luck with what you're trying to do. And take care of that brain.
Thank you.
At least take care of 3/4 of it. That's who knows how much you really need. I don't know. I don't probably. All right, I gotta run.
Thank you for being real today. Thank you so much for being real.
See you later. Thanks. Bye.
And how do you spell Ross Roast or Voss Roast?
Yeah.
VOS Roast.
On YouTube.
I'm going to go right now.
You'll love it.
I'll tell people.
All right. See you later.
Thank you. Bye. Love you. Tell your Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Everybody's talking.